You gotta choose your side, you gotta choose your side. It's do or die. I said it's do or die. I said it's conflict in all areas, nigga. You choose the side. You could win or you could lose, nigga. It's do or die. Energy don't lie, it just testify for what they saying. I just look them deep into their eyes, going against the God in me. Now that's suicide. Higher self, higher level, higher wealth. To move like this, you gotta put your pride upon yourself. They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger. My soul pure gold, so I live way longer. My mind think righteous, yeah, my bloodline chosen. My energy is positive, words unspoken, I'm so illuminated. I shine brighter than Illuminati. Walking on water, now they really know I'm God body. Gifted from birth, so the life I face is hard body. Had so much love in my heart, they had to apply pressure. Now I'm a fine diamond, yeah, said I'm a fine diamond.
Shaolin Shadow Boxing and the Wu-Tang sword style.
No matter how hard they try, I found myself in divine timing. Now they follow what I say like my name Simon. Led the chosen ones to victory in divine timing. The time is near, the signs are clear. 144, activation is here. We rise in the vibration with no fear. Oh, the Thundercats we all hear. And now it just don't seem fair. It just don't seem fair. Yeah. You gotta choose your side, you gotta choose your side. It's do or die. I said it's do or die. I said it's conflict in all areas, nigga. You choose the side. You could win or you could lose, nigga. It's do or die. Energy don't lie, it just testify for what they saying. I just look them deep into their eyes, going against the God in me. Now that's suicide. Higher self, higher level, higher wealth. To move like this, you gotta put your pride upon yourself. They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger. My soul pure gold, so I live way longer. My mind think righteous, yeah, my bloodline chosen. My energy is positive, words unspoken, I'm so illuminated. I shine brighter than Illuminati. Walking on water, now they really know I'm God body. Gifted from birth, so the life I face is hard body. Had so much love in my heart, they had to apply pressure. Now I'm a fine diamond, yeah, said I'm a fine diamond.
Shaolin Shadow and the Wu-Tang sword style.
No matter how hard they try, I found myself in divine timing. Now they follow what I say like my name's Simon. Let the victory in divine timing. The time is near, the signs are clear. 144, activation is here. We rise in the vibration with no fear. Oh, the Thundercats, we all here. And now it just don't seem fair. It just don't seem fair. Yeah.
Drill me.
You gotta choose your side, you gotta choose your side. It's do or die. I said it's do or die. I said it's way stronger, my soul pure gold, so I live way longer. My mind think righteous, yeah, my bloodline chosen. My energy is positive, words unspoken, I'm so illuminated. I shine brighter than Illuminati. Walking on water, now they really know. Oh, the Thundercats, we all here. And now it just don't seem fair. It just don't seem fair. Yeah. You gotta choose your side, you gotta choose your side. It's do or die. I said it's do or die. I said it's conflict in all areas, nigga. You choose the side. You could win or you could lose, nigga. It's do or die. Energy don't lie, it just testify for what they saying. I just look them deep into their eyes, going against the God in me. Now that's suicide. Higher self, higher level, higher wealth. To move like this, you gotta put your pride upon yourself. They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger. My soul pure gold, so I live way longer. My mind think righteous, yeah, my bloodline chosen. My energy is positive, words unspoken, I'm so illuminated. I shine brighter than Illuminati. Walking on water, now they really know I'm God body. Gifted from birth, so the life I face is hard body. Had so much love in my heart, they had to apply pressure. Now I'm a fine diamond, yeah, said I'm a fine diamond,
And the Wu-Tang sword style.
No matter how hard they try, I found myself in divine timing. Now they follow what I say like my name Simon. Led the chosen one to victory in divine timing. The time is near, the signs are clear. 144, activation is here. We rise in the vibration with no fear. Oh, the
well, I'm gonna tell you, technology is something else.
now
The
it
devil
just don't seem fair.
is definitely
It just don't seem
a liar.
fair.
Oh wow. It took me how many minutes to figure it out? 12. But I figured it out. Nevertheless, yo, this is terrible. You know, technology is not fair at all. At all, at all, at all. I am so excited. Let's see which one of my mics is on. Testing. I guess it's this one here. Oh my, me oh my. Never ran into you know what? The funny part about all of this technology stuff is it's just so crazy. Any other time, I forget to turn the mic on. Okay? So the very night that I get to turn the mic on and I remember to turn the mic on, guess what happens? The mic don't want to work. That's crazy. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm on episode 19. I'm gonna keep pushing. I don't know what TikTok got going on, but TikTok is not live tonight. And you know what it is? It's part of the journey, figuring this whole thing out. I am computer savvy to a certain degree. This streaming stuff is all new for me, but you know what it is, and I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving it. I was like texting my executive producer, like, hey, my mic is not working, because I really do not believe I ran into that issue before. But let me tell you something. Mine is the most powerful weapon on board, okay? And I was doing everything to keep peace because I'm trying to go live. I'm in the middle of a session trying to go live, and then, let me we back in the game room. Mic back working. Yes. That's crazy though. I love it. If it's not one thing, it's another. It's definitely, if it's not one thing, it's another. Let's see. Oh boy. I can't imagine that. The microphone? What? And the issue is always not the mic don't work, but I forget to press the button for the mic to turn on. So let's give myself a hand clap. I figured it out. I figured it out. Well, what we got going on tonight? tonight's a good topic, in my opinion, as we have some things transpiring here the last few days that, you know, we got to be so careful. We got to be so careful, so careful, so careful. So let's get the broadcast rolling. Let's get it shucking. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's see, my mic working. She working good. She hanging in there. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, it's a great day wherever you are, all across the world. Guess what? This is your girl, Jazzy Wanda, and you're tuned in to episode 19 of Let's Talk. Let's Talk with Jazzy Wanda. Today, we're not just talking, we're going to testify. We're going to testify. No, we're going to tell some stories. We're going to tell how it really works, how it really goes. And we're not just speaking, we're shifting. So what would be tonight's title? Tonight's title is The Power of the Tongue. Speak life or speak loss. So yeah, we shifting tonight. Speak life or speak loss. Because the tongue, you know, the tongue, baby, the tongue holds power. You know what? The tongue holds more power than we give it homage. Then I believe that our mind recognizes or realizes power that we don't even realize or we don't even care about. You know what? And too many of us, all across the world, all across the nation, are bleeding from words we didn't even know were weapons. You have to be so careful what you speak out of your mouth. I mean, super, super duper careful, because if people don't realize it, the tongue, what rolls off of the tongue has a great significance. Either you're speaking life or you're speaking loss. Do you realize that words leave a mark? Do you realize that words not only do they leave a mark, but they strike in such a way that they can cause life or they can cause loss? Let me ask you something. Have you ever been wounded by a sentence? Has anybody ever said anything to you that cut you so deep? You might as well have been slapped. Not a slap though, not a punch, but just a sentence. Have you ever been wounded by a sentence? Just think for a minute. How many of you ever heard this in a lifetime? I wish you were never born. You know, let me tell you something. That's a dangerous weapon, word, sentence that a parent should ever use or a loved one should ever use to another loved one. I wish you was never born. We too often get angry, and we'll be angry and we're upset, and we'll just sprue out anything to hurt a person, to hurt their feelings, to hurt their heart, to hurt their mind. I wish you were never born. That's the most dangerous thing that you could say to a loved one, because you got to be so much careful when you transpire those words, spew those words out of your mouth. They go into the atmosphere and they take up power. And not for nothing, and certainly in the mind of the person that you said it to, you can cause a person to go take their life with some crazy statement as, I wish you were never dead. How about this one? You'll never be anything. You'll never amount to anything. Oh yeah. As parents, we get so quick and we get so angry when we don't think a child is doing what we expect the child to do, or what we believe the child should be doing, or it don't look like they are mounting up to anything, we'll go to speaking negative upon them. We'll go to pushing further the negativity that we think that we're seeing. You'll never amount to anything. You'll never be anything. You know, we too often have teachers that like to use that. When they see a child not doing what they believe the child should be doing in school, I've had to step to some teachers in a couple of my King's lifetime, telling my child what he'll never amount to and what he'll never be. If you are that type of a person, and especially in the learning and the teaching business, man, you don't need to be a teacher, because that's the worst thing you could ever tell a child in his growing stages and his developmental stage, just because they don't appear to be doing what you think they should be doing, or maybe they are lacking in development. Maybe they are delayed in some things, but that's not something as a professional, as a teacher, you should speak on someone. That's another bad one that you should never say to your child, that you'll never amount to anything. Those type of words take up wings, and they manifest themselves within inside of the person that you're telling it to. You're just like your father. Oh my God. Mothers get so angry and so upset with their children, and they see that their children are doing something, especially, in my opinion, I've heard it more, or I know I've said it at times, but usually when I'm saying it, it's something funny or it's something positive that I'm saying to mine, that, oh wow, that you just like your father. Your father does the same thing. So it's really not nothing negative. But too often when we hear that you're just like your father thing, is something negative that the parent holds about the father. So then they're going to throw that dagger at you like, wow, come on. Because whatever it is about negative about the father, you know what it is. So then they pushing that at you. But it ain't always got to be a negative when they say you're just like your father. Because I know for me, if you tell me I'm just like my father, that's a good thing for me as far as I'm concerned. And I've been told that growing up. So if it thought they was hurting my feelings, what hurt my feelings was pushing me into a greater mindset, because I know my father was who my father was. And like I say, I am that I am. And the greatness inside of me, that was the same thing in the way I felt about my dad. And not too often when you speak about your child, you can speak about your child about the goodness of what the father is doing. Let me take a break for a second here. I need to fix something on myself. Just hold it right there. We're talking about sentences that you have heard before.
Yeah.
Drill me.
You gotta choose your side. You gotta choose your side. It's do or die.
We back.
I
We
said
back.
it's do or die.
Yeah, we back. We back. We back.
I said it's conflict in all areas, nigga. You choose the side. You could win or you could lose, nigga. It's do or die. Energy don't lie. It just testify for what they saying. I just look them deep in.
Yep. So we back. We back. That was a very, 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 very important phone call that I was trying to take, but they hung up. That's when my Kings call, I'm gonna answer it. If I can see that they calling, no matter what they got going on, I'm definitely going to stop and make sure they good. But those sentences, those are the type of sentences that we've heard, you know, that is definitely not what we want to be saying to people. Hold on again.
Yeah.
Drill me.
You gotta choose your side. You gotta choose your side. it's do or die. I said it's do or die. I said it's conflict in all areas, nigga. You choose the side. You could win or you could lose, nigga. It's do or die. Energy don't lie, it just testify for what they saying. I just look them deep into their eyes, going against the God in me. Now that's suicide. Higher self, higher level, higher wealth. To move like this, you gotta put your pride upon yourself. They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger. My soul pure gold, so I live way longer. My mind think righteous, yeah, my bloodline chosen. My energy is positive, words unspoken, I'm so illuminated. I shine brighter than Illuminati. Walking on water, now they really know I'm God body, gifted from birth, so the life I...
Oh, okay, he good. Yeah, that's a mother's, you know, that's how we mothers are. We not fixing the oh boy, we definitely not fixing to we gonna make sure our children are good. We definitely gonna make sure our children are good. And not for nothing, when mine's call, I'm definitely gonna answer, especially as one that I know that's far away from home. I'm definitely going to let's see what I'm doing here. I'm definitely going to check on him and make sure he is good when he calls, because he doesn't call that often. So when he calls, I gotta attend to it in the middle of the broadcast. It's a good thing when it's yours. You know what I'm saying? I guess I could chop some of this up, but I'm definitely going to stop and see about mines, especially when, you know, I'm just sitting here shooting the chat. But when my boys call, if I see the call and it's one of my kings, I'm definitely gonna stop, interrupt. Just got to make sure they're good. But back to the power of the tongue. Speak life or speak loss. As I was saying, those are sentences and certain sentences and things that we say to our loved ones. Those words don't fade. You know, they echo. They shape how a person sees themselves. You'll never amount to nothing. What was it? You'll never amount to nothing. I wish you were never born. How dare you tell your loved one something like that? Words have very strong power that we don't even give homage to the fact that what rolls off of our tongue could be a significant loss. It shapes how we move through the world when we've been told that at such a young age, especially like I said in the school world where teachers decide that they want to tell your child what they'll never amount to. That's not good. That's grave in every sense of the world. The tongue doesn't need a fist to bruise us. It really don't need a fist to bruise us. We spew out stuff out of our mouths that we don't recognize how powerful and how sharp and how cutting those words are. Some of us are still healing from things spoken to us. Spoken to us from 1965. I'm going to take it back further, 1945. Those of you that's, in that range, the year 2000, however old you are, take it back to when you was 5, 4, 6. Some of the negative things that have been spoken of over you. Some of us are still not healing from those things. Some of us don't even realize we need to do the work to heal from words that were spoken over us or spoken into us at a very young age. Oh man, here's the truth though. Some of us probably wounded someone ourselves by speaking negative, by speaking down, by saying, frivolous things to them. Some of us are guilty culprits just the same. I know I can speak for myself. I definitely have been a guilty culprit in that, because you know what? When you are hurt or you're angry, you tend to spew out stuff out of your mouth because you're coming from a hurt place, not even realizing it's speaking. So you'll start throwing things and saying things and negatives to a person that, is not right to say. Not because you're evil, but because you were hurting. You are hurt. And hurt people often hurt each other. No doubt about it. Hurt people often hurt each other. Hurt people, they speak from their scars. That's right. They speak from their scars, and they speak from a wounded subconsciousness. They don't realize it, but you can tell when a person is wounded by the conversation that they hold, by the pressures that's put upon them, what comes out of their mouth. If you haven't realized, words are seeds. Yes, that's right. Words are seeds. Every word we speak is a seed. It's a seed. We plant it. We plant it out there. We put it out there in the atmosphere. That's why you got to be so careful of what you speak regarding yourself, what you speak regarding life, because that word or those words will take up wings, okay, and fly and fester into the minds of other people. And what you wishing in such a negative way, they can wish that back at you. Oh boy, you got to be so careful with the word you say. They'll wish that back at you because it's what you put out there, and it'll come back at you, turn right back around in the atmosphere, do a circle, sprout up out of the soil, if you will, and take you right on out of here. Take you right on out of here. You have to be so careful what you put out there and what you say. We plant words into our children. All the harmful things that parents say to kids when they're angry, or when kids do things that they shouldn't do. And not too often, if you were talked to a certain way when you was young, 9 out of 10 times you're going to do the same to your kids when they coming up, when they don't listen. So we got to learn in this day and time, when we planting words into our children, to plant life, to plant positivity, to plant energy. Just because they're not doing what we asked of them to do. And you really do have to approach these children these days in a way, in my opinion, different than when I was coming up. Planting whipping, in my opinion, is not the answer for this generation that's coming up here. This generation that's born in the 2000s. Putting your hands on them is not what you want to be doing. But you want to talk, be logical, and explain, and be positive, and take whatever negative they're doing and show them and plant positivity out of it. There's no doubt about it, because these kids in this day and time are coming born in here with some knowledge and some attitude and some behavior that if you be positive to them, that's what you're going to get back. But you be negative to them, it's not like back in the 60s and the 70s, okay? They're going to give you exactly what you give them. They're going to give it back to you. Believe it or not. We have to plant in our own relationships. Why would a loved one, let's talk about male, female, or relationships, if you will, in your relate. Why would you speak to your significant other? Why would you tear them down with words? Why would you want to be with somebody that you see all the negatives that you tearing them down with? That makes no kind of sense whatsoever to me. Because I know I wouldn't want to be with nobody that call me a whole bunch of names, you know, because you have some men out there uh that like to call women whores and you know, allegedly, and bees, and you know, this, that, and the other, and then you staying right in there with him. If he can't plant positive conversation into your life, then what's the use? And then you call him loser, and you know, the B word, the BAST word, allegedly. You know, you have to be so careful of what you plant into the life of the relationship of the significant other that you are with or that you have. I know one thing, I don't want to be with nobody that we got to call each other a whole bunch of names, because that makes no sense whatsoever. We're not edifying and we're not building in no capacity whatsoever. We're building a level of loss within ourselves and within our relationship, in my opinion, that can't go nowhere fast. And words we have to plant in our own spirit. You know, you have to give accolades, in my opinion, to yourself. You have to speak positive to yourself. You have to get that self-negative talk out of your head whatsoever. And when it starts, you start hearing things that don't align with who you want to be or who you know you are, and they not speaking life into you or saying things or thoughts of life into you, but negative, or you'll never amount to nothing. You know, them old tapes playing back that you heard somebody told you, oh, you don't never amount to nothing. You're not gonna do this. You not, you know, all of the negs, all of the naysays that want to transpire in your mind and in your head. You have to speak life to your own self and into your own spirit. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What are you growing? Because words are plants. Trust me, they plants. You can have a beautiful plant that blossom, or you can have a plant that kilters over and is gone. It's no good. What are you growing? Are you growing fear? Or are you growing faith? What are you growing? Fear, in my opinion, and fear should be in anybody's opinion, is a level of loss. Is loss. Or are you growing faith? Faith is more on the upscale of the positive side, trusting and believing in what it is that you need and what you desire. Are you growing shame? Or are you growing strength? You have to be strong in your mind. You have to be strong in the might of whatever it is that you trust in, you believe in, greater than yourself, within yourself. We can't expect fruit if we're sowing poison, you know, hatred, bigotry, putting people down, calling people names. What fruit are you growing? What are you spewing out of your mouth? Are you speaking life? Or are you speaking poison? I've had to check myself. I had to really check myself, because I've spoken out of pain. Oh, I've spoken out of pain very early on in my boys' lives as young men. Young men, yeah, right, young men. Young boys. Yeah, I had to learn that ain't how it go. You don't speak negative to your loved ones, to your little loved ones. You want to edify them. You want to build them up. I've spoken out of pride, and I've definitely spoken out of fear. See, when you're broken, you speak from those negative places that you are broken. You can tell by a person's conversation or a person's rhetoric what they put out, what they got really going on in their heart. You always putting people down and talking negative about people. You hurt. You broken. And that ain't speaking life into anybody. And if you're not encouraging and lifting people up, you just one broken joker. And that's not what you should want to be. That's not what you should want to model of who you are. Like, you're branding yourself, and you think that speaking negative and tearing people down is the brand that you want. We know allegedly these people in this world today they believe anything that anybody tell them or say. In my opinion, we don't do too much fact checking. We don't dig and do research for ourselves to see if what's coming out of somebody's mouth is factual, or even challenge them to say, hey, no, don't say that. Don't talk about that group of people. Don't talk about that group of people. You know why? Because they're broken and because they're hurt. Too often we put it on, oh, that's what they were taught. Yeah. And yeah, maybe that is what they were taught. But even in what they were taught, they're broken inside. Anytime you have to elevate yourself by putting people down, you never get elevated. You'll never get elevated. And too often we find ourselves wiped right off of the planet Earth. You have to be so careful what you spew out of your mouth, what you speak out of your mouth. You think because you can say whatever you want to say, you elevating people? Nah, be careful, because people will follow anything and everything. Got to be super careful. Another thing about your words is you got to watch them, because words can burn bridges and close doors. That's right. Words can burn bridges and close doors. But the flip side of it all is I've also seen what happens when you speak life. When I speak legacy, doors do open. That's right. Doors open, healing happens, and people rise. I don't want, if I'm being negative and I'm spewing a whole bunch of evil, why would you follow me? Why would you follow that? That makes no kind of sense whatsoever. And especially if you say you are a child of God. Oh me, oh my. The God that is the God of love. You know, and then these religious denominations we call ourselves, but we spewing evil. We talking negative down people. And we talking about, oh, I got a voice. I can speak what I want to speak. You absolutely can. But why would you want to brand yourself to be a bigot or racist, if you will, allegedly? Why would anybody want to do that and think that's cool and think that's the way to go? And why would you allow your mind to have that kind of information fed into you that's not giving you life? Because a bunch of people allegedly are broken in this world. And so when broke people talk to broke people, or hurt people talk to hurt people, they're edifying themselves. They're not building themselves up in no kind of positive way. They are edifying themselves to go deeper down the rabbit hole in which they are. I know the God of my understanding as I journey through my path of religion, because I certainly was there at one point in my life. What I took up from it was love, and how much I felt and thought that what I was being taught, that the entity loved me. It loved me so much that it helped me love myself. Till I got to a place to understand and learn what I learned, that I am in the likeness of the image that's the God within inside of me. I love me now. And I lift and encourage people. The only time you'll find me having to say something, and it's usually not negative, it's just calling that out which is inside of the person so they can get help, so they can see. I would never put them down or call them names, but I'm going to call it out so that they can get the help that they need to get. So if that's negative, then oh well, so be it. But in my opinion, that's me helping you, calling a spade and saying, hey, brother, you know, the road you going down, you need to go get you some help. You know, I see what you're doing. You know, we don't have enough of that, but we have enough of, man, you seen Joe? He over there gnawing out. Man, them dirty pants on, and that instead of going to Joe and speaking life into Joe, suggesting to Joe to get some help, maybe getting Joe a brand new pair of pants, not telling whoever you over there speaking negative to him about him to, hey, let's get him a pair of pants. Let's go buy him, get him a sandwich. Let's get him some chips. He's probably hungry, or she's probably hungry. You have to, man, we living in a time where people need life spoken into them. Because let me tell you something, what you put out there will come back and tap you on your shoulders, lo and behold. So you got to be extra careful what you speak, believe it or not, in this day and time. And probably back then in that day and time, just the same. But words will come back and haunt you. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. I realized along the way I had to speak what I wanted to see. I had to speak what I wanted to manifest. You know, I have the tendency and the desire to not only think and manifest, but to speak that which I need to happen. Called manifestation. I don't speak from what I felt, because half the time when something bothers you or it's negative, ain't no need to speak. I've learned to take it down and just wait, because that feeling too shall pass. I don't like to speak in anger. At least not in the world, in my traveling, in my presentation of who I am. Now, you know, if you want to be honest and truthful about it, when your children get you upset, you speak, you're angry. But I've learned to be careful in what I say, even in my anger, when I'm dealing with my children. To not call them names, not put them down, but give constructive criticism out of the emotion, if I can't wait till the emotion passes, if you will, if that makes sense to you. Because we definitely faster when we get angry, boy. So you got to be careful to not speak on what you felt or when you feel a certain way that's uncomfortable. That's going to have you saying something that you regret later. Let's put it like that. Don't speak from a fearful place either, because you're going to say negatives when you speak from a, oh, don't go that way. He's not going to let you through. Or, no, they're not going to change the price, or anything that is not going to edify whatever it is you're trying to do. Whatever it is you're trying to elevate. Because even in elevation, fear tries to make you think that you can't do what it is that you're trying to do. And it'll suggest to you that it's not going to work or it's not going to happen. So you can't kind of speak, or you shouldn't. I'm going to say what you can't do, because you can do whatever you want to do. But you shouldn't choose to speak from fear. And you definitely don't want to speak about what they may be saying about you. Hey, because if they not speaking positive about you, ain't no sense in you repeating what somebody said negative about you. You go and telling Karen that Sally said, you know what Sally said, man? She said that Jazzy, man, she thinks she all of that. Jazzy, she ain't no good. She, those type of things. I'm not fixing to sit around here and talk about what nobody talking negative about me. You got to get to a point in your life where you care less about what they saying about you. If they ain't saying, I'm bringing you the check, I'm bringing you the money, and they ain't saying, No, but all jokes aside, definitely not going to talk about what nobody said about me. If it ain't positive, it ain't worth me repeating it or saying it. You have to speak what elevates. You have to speak what affirms who you are. You have to speak what God says about me. If I choose to believe what I read, I have to speak that over myself. And whatever it is you choose to believe in the accolade of the positive that comes from it about you, you should speak it over your life just the same. Speak positive affirmations over yourself. One thing for certain and two things for sure. We should speak what we believe, even if your situation disagrees. Let me just explain. Example. I'm broke. And I'm going to still say I'm blessed. If you don't have money in your pocket, never speak you're broke. If you want to manifest some money and you want to manifest some dollars, or you want to manifest an opportunity to help put money in your pocket, don't speak the reality of it. Speak the faith about it. I'm blessed. My pockets is full. I might not can't touch nothing, no dollars right now, but my pockets is full. Never, in my opinion, I began to learn to never say I'm broke, because if you claim you broke, that's what you're going to be. Always broke. If you speak that over your life, no, speak I'm prosperous. If you even want to speak you rich, speak words of positive energy over yourself so that they can take hold and manifest themselves through about you through you, and for you. You know? Instead of saying I've been heartbroken, say I'm healing. I ain't nobody need to know you've been heartbroken. You've been what's some of the words? Oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm heartbroken. Oh, he betrayed me. No. Use the opposite of words that take homage over those words so that those words don't hold any kind of power over you. Instead of saying I'm heartbroken. Hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm healing. I'm healing. You know, a lot of people say when they ask you how you doing and you say I'm good. And they say, well, you know you're not good. No, I'm good. Don't tell me what I know I'm not. If I'm telling you I'm good, I'm good. Whatever my situation is on the negative, I'm good because I'm believing I'm good. And I'm going to get to that point where I am good because I believe that. I'm not going to believe what I got going on in such a way that, I'm going to tell the world, oh, I'm not good. I'm not this. That's why in most of my injuries and accidents, I don't allow myself to be displayed. I'm not videotaping myself. I'm not putting myself on Facebook. You're not going to see me laying up in no hospital, if you will. Okay? No, I'm not. I'm not going to allow my kids to be running around telling people. It'll be a chosen few that'll get to know. And you might know it after the fact. Like, why you didn't call me? Why you didn't tell me? Because I don't, what do you need to see me for in a negative state? Some people will believe the best for you, and others will be running their mouth in a negative way. Oh man, I'm so glad she got hurt. What she was up to, what she was, all of that. It's none. I don't try not to give anybody anything negative to talk about me that I got going on that's negative. It's nobody's business, in my opinion. So, you have to be real careful about what you share because these days, words are being weaponized. Okay? Saying whatever they want to say, how they want to say it, and don't care whose feelings they hurt while they're saying it. It's like the norm of the world, and people are right along with it, talking about that's Christian, that's God. No, it's not. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know what God you serving. If you think hate speech and bigotry words and putting people down and knocking people in a way is God, as I don't know what God you serving allegedly. I just gotta keep it real. I mean, one thing, my tongue is not a thermometer. It's a thermostat. It doesn't just reflect the temperature, it sets it. So if I'm gonna be a hothead and an idiot and spew all kind of negative about different situations and circumstances that's in my mind that I may not like or that I may not agree with, or I'm gonna tone my temperature down and I'm gonna allow myself to speak positive, reconstruct the mindset of the negative thoughts about different things, or just don't share it at all. Because what is it benefiting people to be negative about something that's your opinion? You know what? Opinion is like what we sit on. You know what you sit on? Where the poop comes out of? Like an asshole. You got your first curse word out of me. On live stream, but nevertheless, it's like I said, it's like an asshole allegedly, and we all got one. Opinions that are so negative, we ought to just learn to keep them to ourselves, Take them to the throne and ask whatever you believe in to cleanse your mind and cleanse your heart. Because, like I said, your tongue should not be a thermometer. It should be a thermostat. And it doesn't just reflect the temperature. It sets it. So here's a challenge. Listen to yourself. What's your default language? Do you complain? Or do you speak gratitude? Do you speak grateful? Are you grateful or do you complain? Are you speaking what you see or what you believe? Are you echoing trauma? Are you echoing trauma? Or are you declaring transformation? Because your tongue is either building legacy or burning bridges. So guess what? If you will, the power of the tongue. Speak life or speak loss. From this day forward, speak like heaven is listening. Okay? Because, if you speak in the opposite direction, which is negative, don't think heaven is going to hear you. Oh, me, oh, my. Speak like your children are watching and you want them to pay attention to the positive, to the great person that you are, or the good parent that you really are, or the positive person that you are. Speak like you want your children to grow up and be good, productive, positive citizens, because they watching. Speak like your words will echo beyond the grave. And guess what? They absolutely will echo beyond the grave, because they will. This has been episode 19 of Let's Talk with Jazzy Wanda. Guess what? Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, your voice has value. Your words have weight. Speak life. Build legacy. I'm Jazzy Wanda, and I'll see you next time. See you on Sunday.
Yeah. You gotta choose your side. You gotta choose your side. It's do or die. I said it's do or die. I said it's conflict in all areas, nigga. You choose the side. You could win or you could lose, nigga. It's do or die. Energy don't lie, it just testify for what they saying. I just look them deep into their eyes, going against the God in me. Now that's suicide. Higher self, higher level, higher wealth. To move like this, you gotta put your pride up on yourself. They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger.
What you say is true. The Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger. My soul pure gold, so I live way longer. My mind think righteous, yeah, my bloodline chosen. My energy is positive, words unspoken, I'm so illuminated. I shine brighter than Illuminati. Walking on water, now they really know I'm God body. Gifted from birth, so the life I face is hard body. Had so much love in my heart, they had to apply pressure. Now I'm a fine diamond, yeah, said I'm a fine diamond.
Shadow Box. And the Wu-Tang sword style.
No matter How hard they try, I found myself in divine timing. Now they follow what I say like my name Simon. Led the chosen ones to victory.
And I'm going to leave you with this. You are worthy of infinite abundance. You are a beacon of confidence. You have success and happiness. And you're deserving of everything you desire. And it is flowing to you now. See you Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Drill me.
You gotta choose your side. You gotta choose your side. It's do or die. I said it's do or die. I said it's conflict in all areas, nigga. You choose the side. You could win or you could lose, nigga. It's do or die. Energy don't lie, it just testify. For what they saying, I just look them deep into their eyes. Going against the God in me, now that's suicide. Higher self, higher level, higher wealth. To move like this, you gotta put your pride upon yourself. They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous. Do you think your Wu-Tang sword can defeat me?
They say money is power, but knowledge way stronger. My soul pure gold, so I live way longer. My mind think righteous, yeah, my bloodline chosen. My energy is positive, words unspoken, I'm so illuminated. I shine brighter than Illuminati. Walking on water, now they really know I'm God body. Gifted from birth, so the life I face is hard body. Had so much love in my heart, they had to apply pressure. Now I'm a fine diamond, yeah.